Today is the biggest game of my short Norwich career so far, and we will come up against Liverpool in the penultimate game of the season. A win here and the title is still a possibility, but if we lose to Liverpool today, then I'm thinking that it's over. But we will be very happy that we have qualified already for the Champions League. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to Norwich, Part 13, Season 2, here in the Ferguson save, set in the future. And as you can see from the table, there are just 2 games left for us. Manchester United have 3 to play. We have 80 points from 36 games. Manchester United have 77 points from 35. If Manchester United win all their remaining games, it's game over, despite what we might do on the field in our final 2 games. But if Manchester United do slip up, then we could take advantage of that, and the title at this point is still open. We are still 3 points clear of them, but I do think that we are second favourites to win the title. We do need to play very well at home to Liverpool in this next fixture. And we will be playing that game very shortly against Liverpool, and if things go well and the title is still up for grabs by the final game of the season, we will be watching the Burnley game in the last game of the season, if it's going to go down to the wire. If the title is already over by then, we'll just do the season review, and then we will close this season and look forward to the next one. And it will be a good season next season, I hope. We need to consolidate in the Champions League next season, and we also need to have a very good season in the Premier League. And hopefully, as this squad develops, and they are a young squad at the moment, we will be able to do that. But before we get into what has been happening both on and off the pitch since you were last here, if you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, then you are in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, help the channel to grow, help us to support the very worthwhile cause that you can see scrolling up above. This channel has been set up to support the British Heart Foundation. But let's have a look at what has happened on the pitch since you were last here, and there has not been much that has happened, and there have in fact been 2 games. We have beaten Leicester at home by 2-1, and we followed that with a very narrow away victory at Sunderland, a 1-0 victory in that game. And that means that we have to beat Liverpool and Burnley to stand any chance of winning the title. Manchester United did slip up on one occasion against Chelsea, but I don't think it's going to be enough, and I do think we are second favourites as it stands at this point. Although Manchester United are behind and the pressure is on them to make up the 3 points difference, we have to play extremely well against Liverpool. But we do have a number of players again who are wanted, and of course the more successful you become, the more your players are in demand. Götze is wanted, Allen is wanted, Ahnach, Zapropoulos, Fortes, Kitambala, Puk, Hunt is wanted, Zakarioka is wanted, and it goes on. Lasharas is wanted, and Eduardo Puri is wanted. I would sell Pari, he's worth around about 6 million. I'd be happy for him to go. Lasharas also, he could bring in around about 12 million. So those would be 2 that I'd be quite happy to let go. And we also have 2 players whose contracts are due to finish. Guy Norris, his contract is about to finish. He's 33 years old now. It's time to let him go, although he does have a transfer value of 23 million still, but he's declining, and we could use that 50,000 in wage budget as we go into the transfer window. And Marco Antonio, his contract is due to end. Again, we've got about 50,000 of wage budget. We can't keep him now. He's 35 years old. He's in decline. He can't be part of this squad for much longer. We do need to bring in a young backup striker for Wilden. We definitely need a young deep line playmaker, and we probably need a central defender who can come in and support Reguan and Silva. And so we have work to do in the transfer window, mostly keeping players, but we are also going to need to bring in 3 very good young players. This first team will do a good job next season, and we have good, adequate backup on the bench in order to support them. In terms of finances, it was not the budgets that I was expecting, and we were only allowed £26.03 million. We've somehow managed to spend some of that. I'm not quite sure how, but we have a transfer budget of 26 million. We have a wage budget of almost 2.1 million. It doesn't leave us a lot to play with the 2 contracts being finished. It will give us around about, I guess, 300,000 with which to play with. Not far off 300,000 anyway. And so bringing in 3 decent young players might be achievable. But I think it's going to be a busy transfer window because it's just impossible to predict who is going to want to leave. I don't want any of them to leave. We'll be rejecting offers, I think, left, right and centre. But you never know who's going to make a fuss and say that they want to leave. But we have to focus on winning the title. If we can win the title, then who would want to leave? Premiership title winners and in the Champions League. It would surprise me if anybody really wanted to leave. And so a good performance is needed against Liverpool. It might be a bit too much for this young Norwich team. We are not going to change the way that we play. I have been caught out so many times with that, but we are going to play with the standard line of defence because Liverpool are a very pacey team. And then we will look to play as we normally do in a positive way. And hopefully we can put on a good performance, get a result and put the pressure on Manchester United, who will play after us. Let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for today against Liverpool is Gotts in goal, with Allen, Reguan, Silva and McSweeney at the back, Ahanach, Fortes and Zapropoulos in midfield, with Puk, Kitambala and Wilden up front. And looking at that Liverpool team, it is hard to know how we are going to beat them. And it is very difficult to know why they are only sitting in 5th. They have absolute quality all over the pitch. I don't think that it's going to be possible for us to win this match. I think, we need to show everyone their praise is justified. We need to go out and cause a major upset here. We've done so well this season, and I don't know if it's possible to beat Liverpool. What I do know about them is they start the second half very poorly, and maybe positive is not the best way to start in the first half, but maybe it might be better just to try and hold off Liverpool in the first half and then attack them in the second half. But here comes Wilden looking to break on the counter-attack. He is surging forward and looks, can he get across into the box? He's looking for support. It's Zapropoulos is looking inside, and that was a brilliant block. But there's a chance, and what a save. We have had the best of the opening exchanges. We almost took the lead. One of the things that I do want to do, we'll wait for this highlight to be over. I don't think I want us to be getting stuck in, and I'm a bit concerned about yellow cards. But again, we are the team who are looking the better team at the moment. I'm not quite sure why we are beating Liverpool in this way at the moment, because they have got quality all over the pitch. What I would do to have some of their players in my team, I just don't know. I'm going to come off the get stuck in. I don't want us giving away free kicks unnecessarily. We're not beating Liverpool at the moment, so we just want to make sure that we continue what we're doing. Unfortunately, though, we are not getting our shots on target, and Liverpool have not caused us any problems whatsoever, and we have had all the games so far, and unfortunately, though, of our 6 attempts, we've only had 1 on target. It looks like Liverpool are suffering in the same way. They've had 2 attempts and not had 1 on target. let's hope that if we can keep it tight to half time, then Liverpool will start the second half poorly. We will get a goal in the second half. And I'm looking at Pook, who's having a poor game. Pook probably needs to come off, as well as Kitambala. And it's not working out too well at the moment. I think I might make a couple of changes at half time. And maybe Pook and Kitambala need to come off. And we have brought on Marcos to play on the left wing. I'm going to tell I think that we need to show everyone, but I'm going to tell the attackers that it's not been good enough, not even close. And Kitambala, who has been removed from the pitch, he's still looking very apprehensive. But let's hope that Liverpool, who are slow starters apparently in the second half, let's hope that they have a slow start here. We're still dominating the game and we still can't get shots on target. Liverpool do have a corner though, and they have headed it over the crossbar. It remains Norwich 0, Liverpool 0. We are 4 points clear of Manchester United, but it is not enough. Manchester United, who play later, will have the opportunity to close that gap. We will probably have to play the Burnley game now, but I still don't think we are favourites to win the title. Manchester United, if we don't get anything here, are clear favourites. Time to go and make some changes. And so we have made another couple of changes. I don't think it is going to go our way. I need to tell the forwards that they're not good enough. I'm going to shout at the forwards. In fact, I'm going to shout at them all, demand more. This is not really good enough. McSweeney is looking quite tired now. It may be time to bring McSweeney off, although Zapropoulos is also looking tired. But I think we will actually change Zapropoulos, and maybe we'll bring on... Actually, no, we better be more defensively solid, and we'll bring on Jaruso at left back just to try and solidify defensively. But it is going to be Liverpool who will have the last say by the look of it. Liverpool are breaking forward. They do have a chance. They are bursting into the box. They've made it 1-0. The title has gone. And that is my error, because I have completely forgotten to set up for the opposition, and it looks like one of the substitutes coming on has gone and scored the goal. We've been the better team, and I believe we've been what people would call FM there, but we didn't put our chances away, and all our forward players have played badly. Jay Neal has played badly now coming on. Wilden's on a 6.3. Marcus only 6.5 after coming on. Defence has been fairly good, but up front we've been absolutely shocking. And unfortunately our title hopes have gone. If Manchester United win their fixture, then it is all over. And I'm going to say I'm really not happy with that result. They were poor. And if your forwards are poor, and all of them, including the two substitutes that I brought on, every single one of them had a poor game. And now, although we are still 3 points clear, Manchester United have 2 games in hand. Let's go and find out how this is going to pan out. And so Manchester United will be playing very shortly, and we need to go and find out what their result is. And as you can see from the results here, Manchester United drew 1-1 with Arsenal. That means they are 2 points behind us. They still have a game in hand. So I say Manchester United are favourites. And so today against Burnley, we are fielding an unchanged team. It is up to this team to put right what they did wrong last time. We are very, very strong up front. Why they didn't play against Liverpool, who knows? But Burnley is a team we should be knocking over. Burnley are quite pacey, so I am thinking about pulling the line back. But I think if we play through the middle, I think that this could probably cause Burnley problems, because I want to keep them out of the flanks, because they're quite pacey down the flanks. But they are very vulnerable, I think, Burnley. in the middle. I think this is a game we should win. If we win and beat Burnley, then it's all down to how Manchester United do. We just have to go out there and do our bit. We have to play better than last time and win this football match. Burnley are struggling, and this is a match we should be winning. Should I say that? We are favourites and we can potentially clinch the title. I think we should. This is a match we should be winning. Make sure that we do. I need to be strong in defence, solid in midfield, and we need to dominate the up front and win this football match. We need to put the ball in the net, which we failed to do miserably against Liverpool. So it is really all down to whether Manchester United win. First off, though, we have to win our game. Burnley have started the better team than us, and we need to be doing a lot better, and I'm going to shout at them already. This is not good enough, and we need to be better. As Silva takes a free kick, he looks for McSweeney. McSweeney back to Silva. Here's Fortes. He finds Silva again, and that was a very wicked tackle from Burnley. I'm not quite sure how he got away with that, but he did. And there's a ball through for Wilden. Can we put a goal away here? Wilden into space. Wilden chips it over the goalkeeper. It is Burnley 0, Norwich 1. We are doing our bit here. If Manchester United draw or lose today, we will win the title. If we win our game against Burnley, if Manchester United win, they will win the title. So it really is all down to us. Let's win our game first and then worry about how Manchester United are getting on. Manchester United have a fairly pleasant fixture from what I can see. They are playing... Who are Manchester United playing? They are home to Blackburn. It's still 0-0 there. They have taken the lead, though. It's now Manchester United 1, Blackburn 0. It's not going to be our day. I cannot see Blackburn drawing against Manchester United. Here is Pook, though. That game against Liverpool, if we had won that, we would be in with a serious shout here. Unfortunately, because of that game, it's now not going to be. Here is Zapropoulos. Can he get a cross in? He's looking for support. He finds it from Ahanach. Ahanach to Kitembala. Kitembala looking deep for McSweeney. McSweeney driving towards the penalty area. Needs to get a cross in now. Can he get a cross in? He finds Fortes. Fortes dilly-dallies. Was he taken out? Pook has a shot. Wilden's rising for it. Wilden's hit the bar. Zapropoulos tries to make something of it, but it goes out for a corner. It remains Burnley 0, Norwich 1. We've started to dominate the game, but I am starting to look and worry at the shots on target again. 5 shots, only 1 on target is not good enough, and we've stood off Burnley there. Kanate is bringing it forward, looking for a counter-attack. We do have bodies forward, behind, and we should be able to snuff this out. And it might be one of those games, actually, where Burnley decide that they want to win a football match today, and we don't have any say in it. And there is a long shot, and it goes off the goalkeeper. I think that was a good save. He did strike that with some venom. It is at the moment Burnley 0, Norwich 1. I don't think we're looking that particularly good at the moment. In fact, it's not the end to the season that I wanted. I'm going to actually come off the play out of defence, and I am going to pull the line down a little bit. I'm really concerned about Burnley hitting balls over the top and not having the personnel back there to deal with them. Here is Wilden. Wilden for Ahanach. Ahanach, we need a big game from him. Kitembala finds Wilden. Zapropoulos is in acres of space. Can he be creative with it? No, he can't. He's totally wasteful. And this team is not performing very well. And it is still, at the moment, Manchester United 2, Blackburn 0. It looks like Manchester United have won the title, and we are going to finish in second. But as long as we do our bit here, I'll be happy. But it does look like Burnley are the better team, and it's really hard to understand why we've had this really poor attacking finish to the season. We have been absolutely dreadful, and now we're getting into all sorts of a mess at the back as well. And this is just simply not good enough from this team. and I think I have to berate them. This is just absolutely not good enough, and we need to get our foot on the ball. So I'm going to slow things down a little bit. Let's just slow it down. Try to get your foot on the ball and retain possession. And although we have had most of the possession, it looks awful, to be fair. It looks like they've never played football before, and I don't know why they've decided suddenly to play so badly in these last 2 games. We could have won the title. They've let us down. And it comes all the way back to Fortes. Fortes with a shot, and that goes over the crossbar. 7 shots, now only 1 on target. Our attacking play is appalling, and it's just not good enough. And it just goes to show we're not good enough to win at this level yet. And here's Fortes with the free kick, and Fortes has managed to put it in with the free kick. It's Burnley 0, Norwich 2. I don't think it matters because Manchester United are comfortable against Blackburn, and Manchester United are going to win the title. We've done our best. We were supposed to finish in 15th position this season. We are finishing in 2nd, and we can be very proud of what we've done. It's now Manchester United 3, Blackburn 0. It's all over. As Zaprapoulos fires in the corner to the near post, we have another chance. We've hit the post there, and it comes back out again. It's still Burnley 0, Norwich 2. I can't be annoyed with the boys. They've done their bit. They just needed to win. And although I'm pleased with the number of shots, they haven't been very accurate, but we just need to keep that up. Just keep up what we're doing. We don't want to be hard on them at the moment. Just keep up what you're doing. To finish in 2nd has been an absolutely brilliant performance. Here come Burnley, though, on the counter, looking to catch us out of the back, and they may well do here. As they're looking to break into the box, it's a poor finish. Reminds me a little bit of our finishing in the last game or so. We've been absolutely appalling. 14 shots, only 3 on target. 11 shots last game, only 1 on target. It's just not good enough to win titles. We have to be better than that. And it's time now, I think, to go and make some changes. We'll do it after this highlight, because it's Burnley again. It's all Burnley in the highlights at the moment. But Allen has picked the ball up. He finds Requin. He finds Fortes. Fortes is caught on the ball again. This is absolutely shocking. We have won the ball back. Burnley are really putting their foot in at the moment. They are through. I think he might have been offside. Nope, the linesman is running away. The referee is going to check VAR. I thought he might have been offside, and I think I possibly am right there. He looked offside to me. The goal has been disallowed. Time to berate the team now and tell them this is not good enough. Burnley are really putting their foot in, and we need to actually probably match them now. And I'm going to tell the boys to get stuck in here. Because I'm not going to allow Burnley to dominate this football match. Time to make some changes. And so we have made our 5 changes, and it really is now just about seeing this game out. We've got some fresh legs on the pitch. We should be able to see off Burnley. But that's never going to be written in stone. Here comes Marcos. Marcos, who's just come on. We have given a game to Ollie Banks, who might be playing his last game for Norwich. We brought on Jay Neal to see if he can add some potency up front, although he didn't have a very good game himself against Liverpool. Zakarioka, he's just come on as well, coming down the right. He's a very fine prospect, that boy. He finds Ahanach Zaprapoulos. It is a chance. It comes out to Marcos. It's well defended by Burnley. We've got it back into the box, and there is a chance. It is deflected away from goal. Our shooting, our finishing has been appalling. It remains Burnley 0, Norwich 2. It is Manchester United's title. They are 5-0 up against Blackburn. And it is game over. It matters not what happens here. Now, even if Burnley come back, it doesn't really matter. As Marcos finds Fortes. Fortes, he finds Reguin. I still don't quite know how to say his name. Reguin. Let's call him Regwin. And here is Neil bursting through. I got distracted there. He finds Wilden. Was Wilden taken out? Marcos with the shot. And that is 3-0. We have done what we needed to do here at Burnley. And it's not been enough, unfortunately. The game against Liverpool cost us. But there were other times during the season where we played poorly, and we have to take in the entire season. And it looked like Wilden was taken out there, but Marcos buried it into the corner. It's now Burnley 0, Norwich 3. We can be very proud of ourselves. We finished in second, only a point behind Manchester United. It's been a remarkable season. We've done very, very well. And as we come to the end of this game, it's been a good victory, but it's not quite been enough in this episode to win the title. There is always next year, and I do believe we can make this team bigger and better and stronger. I think up front we are a match for any of the teams. I don't need to do anything up front. We probably need to do something in midfield, and we need another centre-back to come in. But apart from that, we're looking in good shape. And I think we will do very well next season. It's a young team. It's a team that's learning and developing. And Burnley are looking to get the last laugh here. Are they going to get a goal? Always happens. And I don't know how many times you've been live with me and I've said that it always happens that teams get a goal in time added on. It's happened again. I think it happened in the last episode. Not to worry. Consolation goal is a consolation goal, and it also happened at Liverpool, but I take responsibility for that because I didn't actually do anything with the substitutions for Liverpool. But the number of goals we concede in time added on is a bit distressing. And so that's it. It's season over. You did the job that I asked you to do, although I was very aggressive with you during the game, but you finally did the job that you were supposed to do. We couldn't ask you for any more than that. Unfortunately, Manchester United thrashed bottom of the table. Blackburn, 5-0, and they had a great fixture to finish. We beat Burnley comfortably, but it wasn't enough at the end of the day. And so that's it for this season. We have a lot of work to do now in the transfer window. We haven't been given the money that I was hoping. But then again, there are a lot of players who are wanted, and possibly a lot of those could well leave. They all have a very high transfer value, and so even if they leave, there'll be a lot of money coming in. I want to try my best to keep that squad together as much as I can. And we'll see what happens. We'll be back with the season review, the transfer window news, and the first game of the next season. If you are brand new to the channel, then why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, help the channel to grow, and help us to support the very worthwhile cause you can see scrolling up above. I am a very, very happy manager. We were supposed to finish in 15th this season. We have finished in 2nd. I can't ask this team for any more than that. We shall see you when the next season begins.